Yay, we are live for the Feel Good Trading Masterclass. And you guys, I'm very excited because this is the first time that I have done a masterclass on trading. Like, this is really exciting to me because it's something unique to me. And I think it's something that all business owners and entrepreneurial mindsets and really anybody like it is a great skill set to have. So I want to first talk a little bit about my journey. Oh my gosh, now my husband's literally trying to get in the house here. I don't know. He must not have. Oh, I don't know why he's going in through the front door. Of course. He's here just in case the girls decide that they don't want to take naps. Okay, yeah, I'm on right now. Um, just in case the girls don't take naps, because they have been very hit and miss. I have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old and then a 9-year-old. So Kennedy is almost 4 now, and she is, like I said, like it's like you just never know if she's actually going to stay in her room or if somebody's going to start screaming. So this was worked out very well that he was able to come home for lunch. Um, and yeah, so my journey. Now, if you don't, now I know some of you may not. I've been in Kiki's world for a while now, so I know you know me. Lindsay, I don't really know you yet, but I'm happy to have you here. And I know that there's going to be several of people watching the replay. So just want to do a quick introduction. I'm Sarah Fast. I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for over 10 years now. I started with a pet sitting business, moved into coaching, really just expanded from there. So and my trading journey actually started a few years ago. Um, no worries at all, Lindsay. I'm so happy to have you here too. So I started my trading journey. Actually, I was doing more investing. So I was doing more long-term investing or holding it for a short amount of time, but I had not really got into day trading. Now, this was back in 2020. Oh, we got somebody else joining us. Hello, happy to have you here. We are rolling. Um, I'm just so excited, you guys. This is just so exciting to me. Like it's been a great day already. I know that you guys were on Kiki's masterclass too, and it was really great. But I had a really great day so far. Okay, I don't know. Christy, can you mute your, oh, there you go. Okay. I was like, how do I do that? This is gonna be fun. Okay. So, okay, what is going on now? Okay. Bear with me here on the Zoom. The technology is sometimes funny. So once again, in back in 2020, started my trading journey. Didn't really do anything with it. I didn't really get into it. Like I just wasn't really into it. Like my husband was doing it more and he was explaining things to me and I was just like buying pretty much like what he told me to buy. Like I was listening to his guidance and that was really about it. And then I just sort of like let it go. Like I let it go and I didn't get really back into it until November of this past year. So 2023, I started doing it again. And you guys, the thing is it is so expansive in itself. Like the what you learn trading, what you learn investing, is really, really valuable. And so, like, since I started my trading journey again, I've gotten more into day trading. I have several long-term stock holds. And I have actually have trading accounts of over $20,000 now, roughly about $25,000. Um, and for day trading, I'm normally playing around with anywhere from $500 to right now my available balance for cash is like over 4 grand and I've been able to expand that because of the skills that I have learned. Thank you. And not to mention it is freaking fun. Like if you crave more excitement and you love like that feeling of just excitement and energy and um fast money wins, like this is great. Like it is so fun. It's so thrilling and it's so fun. Now, of course, there is there is the opposite, there is an opposite part of that, right? So now actually started keeping track finally, like starting in January, because in November, like I wasn't super serious about it, right? Like I was doing it, but I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna pursue this. You know what I mean? It was just I was just doing it, like just to do it because it was fun. Let me make sure to share my screen as well because I want to make sure that I share my slideshow um with you. So let me do present. This is so exciting because I like normally I flow and I don't really have notes like this. So it's pretty exciting. Okay. So back to okay, I hope Zoom. All right, we're good. It was cutting out a little bit. Um, so since starting, now remembering that I didn't actually start tracking until January, I definitely have profited well over 5K. But since January, it's been a little over 4K. Now, mind you, the actual losses with the day trading is only roughly around $500 total. Now, I do have some longer term stocks that I'm holding, and some of those are down right now, because we all know that the market goes up and down, and you might get into something that is going through a bullish season, and then it may take a turn and it will reverse. However, if you believe in the company and you do your research and you really, the thing is, these long-term stocks, such as, for example, Amazon, right? For example, Meta, for example, Nvidia. These are stocks that are known to go up over time, right? So for example, I got into, actually, I haven't checked today what my meta is, but I have meta and it did dip quite a bit. It's dipped, it's went up and down. Um, but I'm gonna check it right now so I can tell you exactly. Okay, so I only have one share, a little over one share of Meta. And I bought it at 473.37 is my average. Well, right now the stock is 442.62 and it goes up and down. So right now I am down 32 bucks on that. But Meta is most definitely $1,000 stock. Like it's going to be. We all know that Meta is doing so much freaking things. Like they are getting into AI, they are they're changing social, like they've literally shifted social media for everybody. They are keeping up with the trends, right? They're keeping up with the trends. And so we know that some of these companies are very trustworthy and you can bet on them, right? Now that's not going to be 100, you don't know, right? Like there's sometimes when you're not going to know when it's going to go up. Like it could be 2 years from now until it's $1,000 stock, right? So the difference between investing versus day trading mostly depending on how much money you have to work with, you are betting on smaller cap stocks. So these are companies that aren't super well known. Like they may be, but they're more volatile. So they're more like a lot of the times you will get into it and then it will spike, and that's where you want to be. That's where you want your entry point to be. And then it will spike, and then a lot of the times it will dip back down, or it will be a continuation play for the next day. So this is fun because it's profitable, if you are doing it right and if you are receiving guidance and if you are making sure to start with smaller positions and things like that. Okay, I'm getting pretty detailed. I could totally just talk about this all day, but I want to focus on the basics here because you may not even have a trading account yet. You know what I mean? So I would love to know in the chat box, um, do you have a trading account? Have you done any day trading at all? Like, what is your experience level? I would, how, just let me know. And if you're a complete beginner, that's great because this is what I'm focusing on, is supporting beginners. Okay, so we are going to go into trader psychology and breath work because this is the most important part of trading and investing. All right. And I know, brand new, complete beginner. Awesome. So, and I'm sure that you guys have other things that you're doing. All right. I already know that. Oh, somebody else is joining us. How exciting. So, hi, Doris. Great to have you here. We are diving into it, and don't worry, you guys, because this is recording, so
Okay.
I will be uploading this to YouTube or Google Drive, and then I'll be sharing the replay. So just know that. So if you just want to put your mute button on, Doris, just okay. So this is, of course, knowing that you're doing other things. This is an addition, right? So see it as an addition. I'm pursuing it more just because I really, really enjoy it. But you don't have to do this full time. Like, you don't have to spend as much time as I've been spending or as much energy as I've been putting into it at all. Like, you can literally do it a little bit and still profit. You can do it 3 days a week and you might find, hey, you get into it and you freaking love it and you want to implement it into your life and your business. Like, you just never know what it's going to be. Um, so the breathwork part, and I going to be implementing this even more in fast trading, which is of course my day trading course, my for beginners that's coming out. Um, coming out, and I'm very excited about this. But the breathwork piece, actually breathing before you start, before you even wake up in the morning. Now, pre-market starts early, you guys. Like, Webull, you can start trading at 4 a.m. and Robinhood, you can start trading at 6 a.m. Now, this may be like you're not going to get up early like for that, but I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying getting up early for it. I've been actually breathing, doing my meditation at 5:30 and then doing like the pre-market, and then once in a while I'll do some trades during the day, and then once in a while I'll do some trades after hours. So the thing is there's so much opportunity and the time is pretty much limitless. Like, and this is even talking about crypto, but crypto trades all of the time. However, now day trading, that is from, Robinhood. We're going to dive into different accounts as well, so just don't worry about that. I definitely don't want to overwhelm you. So this is why I'm starting with the psychology and the breathwork piece, because it can be easy to get overwhelmed. It can be easy to be like, oh my God, that's too complicated. I'm never going to understand that. Like, I'm just not going to do it. So know that there are so many opportunities to trade that it is ridiculous. There are so many opportunities to make money that it is ridiculous. Like, there's always something running every single day, multiple stocks. Every single day there are opportunities in the market. Um, so you gotta have your mindset right, all right? Not letting fear control your decisions and emotions around money. And I have mastered this even more through trading. Like, I have actually been able to hold more money. I've been able to, if I have a small loss or something like that, it's not like I'm, of course, managing my risk, and I will teach you how to do that. But like, if I lose $30 and gain $100, it's like I'm still green, right? So you start to develop a trader's mindset. And this mindset will benefit you if you have a business. It will benefit you in business, it will benefit you in life. It will benefit you to compound more money because you're focused on the long-term game and you're focused on really trusting, right? Really trusting money, trusting the flow of money, trusting that you can have more money to play with, right? And that you can, some of my mentors, they play with a lot more money than me. Like they play with thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, some of them will put like 10K into one trade, right? And if that trade doesn't go well, then they're down 5K or 3K or, you know, but they have the money and they have extra abundance to be able to do that, where they might have bigger losses to us, right? But to them, it's not. To them, it's like just another day in the market, right? So we develop this mindset, and this supports us to expect, because you got to expect and you got to accept that losses are a part of trading. They are. Um, and that will come with experience, it will come with practice, and it will come with focusing on smaller positions at first, right? So it's really cool because the thing is you can get out of the trade at any time you want. You don't have to stay in anything. Like the moment it reverses, and I will also teach you how to watch this for yourself and how um to do this in fast trading. So just know that we're not going into too much detail because I want to know if you really want to do it, if you really want to implement it, right? So, and if you don't, if you're just curious and you're here to learn more, that's great too. Like I'm happy to have you here. It's great to have you here. So growing into the success you desire, we all know that growth is not linear. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, right? The ebbs and the flows. Kiki talked about that, her story. Like I've definitely been in seasons of my life where I felt like things were not working. Like things were not working well and things were not flowing well, and like it was hard to create content. I had lost my spark in business for a while. Like last year around this time, I actually had went on like a little hiatus, and I took 30 days off of social media completely. And oh, Doris is trying to get back in. So I had taken 30 days off of social media, and I had went on a retreat, and I was just feeling like things, like I said, it just wasn't a great season of my life. Like it just wasn't. Um, so knowing that you're gonna go through moments where things are really great and you're on a winning streak, and you like just 2 days ago I had a $330 win on one stock, and I haven't had a win like that since then. However, I've had small wins. I've had small wins, and I've really been anchoring into celebrating that, right? Celebrating that, hey, small wins are big wins and bigger wins are coming. All right. This is my new motto. Doris, you want to mute your, oh, never mind, I can do it. I got it. So have this mindset, like small wins are big wins, because guess what? Anything that you can celebrate in your day, any kind of profit that you can celebrate, any kind of moving your body or taking space for yourself, or whatever, like those add up to be bigger wins. The more you celebrate, the more you anchor that in, right? The more wins you have, all right? So with trading, you're going to think statistically. You're going to be consistent and you're going to be patient in the process. These are all skills that we can be better at. Like I'm always working on my patience level, especially being a mom of three. You guys, like being a mom and also being in business, right? Patience, consistency. And of course, that long-term perspective of, hey, this has helped me so much. Like leaning into the long-term game and really focusing on the vision and showing up from that space while I'm trading has really allowed me to just expand so much more. So I'm happy to be sharing that. Okay. All right. So now starting and funding your account. So You don't really need anything besides a laptop or a cell phone to get started. And of course, you'll have to put some money into your account. However, that doesn't need to be a lot of money. Like you can start with $100 if you want. You can start with $500 if you want. You can start with $1,000 if you want. Like knowing that even if you don't trade every day, you guys, that your cash that you have in your trading account will gain more interest than sitting in a regular savings account. Now, literally just in the last 2 days, um, just in the last 2 days alone, my Robinhood account, I have, so right now I have $2,644 earning cash, earning interest. Um, and that goes up and down depending on, because you have to wait for your funds to settle when you day trade, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But I have unsettled funds. I have $2,7777. And then I have buying power that I could trade with right now if I wanted to, 14, 16. So it takes into consideration how much cash you have, and then it adds the interest. Now, my lifetime interest, mind you, like I only started in November, and really I started even more so in December. Like it was more like the end of November. Um, I've earned $78 in interest, and just this month, it's the 2nd of May, I've already earned 34 cents in interest. So this compounds, of course, depending on how much money, how much cash you can put in your account, knowing that I have $5,000, actually $5,100 in a regular money market savings account, which you cannot have a money market savings account unless you keep it above $5,000. It cannot dip below $5,000. Now I do earn, I think it's like 5% on that. But once again, not everybody has $5,000 to put in a money market savings account. So instead of that, you can put it in your trading account and it can earn the same amount of interest. It's not going to earn that sitting in a checking account. It's not going to earn that sitting in a regular savings account. All right. So Robinhood versus Webull. I have accounts, I trade on both of them. However, what I have found that I really enjoy, and for beginners, this is what I recommend. I recommend you get both. Like I recommend you setting up accounts on both, because Webull is a lot better for reading charts and watching charts. It's more technical. Robinhood is more like, I think it's very easy to trade on. I think it's great for beginners. Um, However, it's not for reading, like it's just not for reading charts. So I recommend you get accounts on both. Webull is just more technical, and Robinhood is more for beginners. So, and I have referral links, and also you will have a referral link. So the cool thing about this is if you decide, hey, I'm going to start trading, or I'm going to, you know, like I could encourage other people to do that. If you decide to do that or not, regardless, if somebody does sign up on your referral link, then you get free stocks. So you get well cash, because you can trade that for cash over time. You will receive um, stock for that. So when you say charts, yep, yes. So when I say charts, yep. So tracking the stocks, um, and the candlestick patterns. So knowing, there's different, each candlestick has different guidance, and you can tell whether or not it is going to reverse. Pretty much, like I love to watch the 1 minute chart because you can tell faster. Now, there's a lot that goes into this, but yes, exactly. Tracking the stock, watching it, and when knowing the levels and realizing when it has reversed, and knowing where resistance and support is. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing my referral link so you can get your trading account set up. And it's really easy to set up, you guys. You just sign up, and I have both the apps. I have Robinhood and Webull. I actually have an entire finance folder now. So I have StockTwits. I have, my some of my payments. I also have crypto accounts. So I have Kraken, I have Coinbase, I have Coinbase Wallet. And I have some things to be able to track some of those, but I mostly focus on Webull and Robinhood. All right. So those are the two to start with. You can always expand from there. StockTwits is an app that I definitely use, but you cannot fully trust everybody's guidance on there. It is a great app to, you'll be able to see what stocks are trending. You'll be able to see what people are talking about and what they're saying about it. It's a social media for trading pretty much, and so the thing is, a lot of people on there, you guys, it's so funny, like a lot of people you don't even know who they are because they don't have like profile pictures. Like it's just like weird pictures. And then you'll go into some of these pages and there'll be people just like trolling, just trolling the stock, being like, oh, it's gonna dump, like putting fear into people, and sometimes it's like there'll be people talking about how it's bullish and then it will be bearish, right? So it's like you cannot fully know. That's why it's so important to have somebody that you trust and to do your own research and all of that, right? Okay, so taxes. You guys, the really cool thing about trading is that it can support you in your business in multiple ways, but one way that it can is you can write off up to $3,000 in losses a year. All right. If you decide to title yourself as a full-time day trader, then you can write off all of your losses. And you can also not have to pay taxes. So now I haven't done this yet, but I am leaning into doing it more. I've done it a little bit, but if you trade in a Roth IRA account, so you can create your own Roth IRA on Robinhood, you can transfer money to that, and then anything you trade with in your Roth IRA and profit from, you don't have to pay taxes on. So this is huge for a lot of people. Now, it depends on what income bracket you are, right? So for me, I haven't made like I haven't made like six figures trading yet or anything like that. Um, so, I have a goal that once I hit a certain amount in my account, I'm going to move some of those funds and I'm going to trade more in the IRA. So this is going to be very helpful for tax purposes. My husband sells cars and he makes over six figures doing that. So you know how it is. Like it's like any way that you can kind of not have to pay so much taxes or have write off things in business and stuff like that helps you. That helps you make more money, like actually make more money and be able to invest more money because you're not spending as much money on taxes. So next is deciding your profit goals, right? So deciding what is your first goal, right? My first goal was 20 bucks, right? Like my first goal was very small. Then my big goal is my desire and my goal is $500 a day. Now, that is, it's ambitious. It's ambitious. And also, if I was playing with more money, I could probably hit that faster, but I'm managing my risk. And that's very important for me because, hey, if you go into it and you're like, all right, I want to make $500 today in trading, right? Like you're already you got to really check yourself and make sure that you are, if that trade reverses, how much are you willing to lose, right? How much are you willing to let go of? Um, so knowing that in advance. So now, I have a $500 goal and I have a $50 loss. So like if I lose $50, then I'm done. Like this is my like cutoff point. Like I'm done for the day. I'm not going to get back in. So you decide this for yourself before you get started. Okay. All right, next. So here, I don't know what the heck happened with this picture. Weird. It was just good. I don't know what happened to that. That's very strange. So we're gonna look at this chart. This is really, this is basic bull and bear flags. So all you really need to know to get started is that green is bullish. Green is bullish. And these bigger real bodies, that's the stock being driven up by the bulls. So the bulls are betting on it to go up. That is us. We are bulls. We want to be bullish. We want the stock to go up. The bears, people with a lot more money, and the thing is with shorting stocks, that is even more risky than betting on it to go up. Okay, it is way more risky because you are taking margin, you're putting money into something that you don't actually have, right? Like you're taking money and you're betting that it's going to go down, and sometimes that goes very reverses really fast and is really bad for a lot of shorts, and they'll lose thousands and even millions. Like when that stuff happened with GameStop, that's exactly what happened. These people people that were shorting the stock were losing billions of dollars. Like it was insane. And of course, on the other side, the bulls they freaking powered through and like broke through, and like it was crazy. People were making millions of dollars on the stock. Like it was freaking nuts. And if you haven't seen the movie, um, what is it called? Oh my God. Fat Good Money. Oh my gosh, let me look it up right now because this is a really good movie, you guys. GameStop movie. Dumb Money. Dumb Money. Like this movie, you guys should watch this tonight. Like it is so freaking good. It is so good. It really got it like it, I actually watched it with my husband um a few months after I had started trading, and it like made me even more excited. Like I'm just like, this is so cool because these opportunities are there. And I have been in lots of different stocks that have, flew. And it's so fun. It's like, oh my God, when you break through and when you are in that, like it's just so amazing. And then of course you profit. You're making money at the same time. So, and then there's been times, like the stock will halt because the market makers are trying to bring that stock down. So it's just wild. There's a lot of psychology to it. There's a lot of um just a lot of things that you will learn, and it's really cool. So once again, this is a bull flag. Okay, so it's going up, like, oh, it's going up, it's going up. Now, here's the resistance. And there's these levels with every stock. And depending on, if they're going up or going down, you have to hold the stock has to hold the resistance level. So see how it didn't hold. Oh, it's going down. Bears are in control. The bears are in control. They're driving the stock down. This would be, you would set, hey, like, okay, either a mental stop loss or physically you would set your stop loss. All right, how low are you willing to let it go to hopefully it comes back? Here's the bull flag. Oh, there's the resistance, and the resistance became support. So this resistance right here became support for the bulls to bring it back up, right? And then they control it through from this chart. So there are ways to tell exactly when the stock is going to keep going up and when it is reversing. All right. So that is what's really, really cool about it, is that you get to decide. Like you get to decide what's your position size. What are you willing to jump in with? And then what are you willing to lose if it breaks that if it doesn't break the resistance that it needs to keep rising, right? So let me know. Okay, I want to know, do you have questions? Does anybody have questions of what we have discussed so far? resistance. So yes, that is just the level that it has to break through. So you will see, like, it will be a battle. It's just wild watching it. Like, you can watch this on the chart as it's happening, and you will see it right before your eyes. The bulls are fighting the bears. Like, it is a battle. So it's sticking right around, for example. So here is, okay, the resistance. Let's just say that's 160. So in between, like, 156 and 161, it's like battling. And actually, I was in a stock earlier that it was literally at that level. So that's where I got that from. And so you're watching it, and you don't know whether or not that it's going to keep going up until the candle closes above the 160. So it closes, oh, it closes at 161. Now you know that it's broken over that level. So you want to that you know that as that happens. So then it will keep going up, and sometimes it will go up a bit, and then it may reverse back to that 160, that 161. But if it goes below, say 155, 154, then it's probably going the other way, right? So, does that answer your question? What other kind of questions do you guys have? Does this excite you? This like really excites me, I tell you what. It is so fun. So, and the thing is like, as you get started, like, you're gonna learn so much more, and you're gonna just, as you're doing it, I've honestly learned so much more as I'm doing it than I could at all, right? Like learning some material, right? Like um, and it can be, it can be at first. Um, but just know that you get to take it at your own pace. That's the great thing about trading, is like, there's no rush. You don't need to rush. Like, you get to take it at your own pace, and you get to learn as you go. And also, so I'm going to talk a little bit about, of course, my program coming out, my course. So, um, of course, you can do it yourself, right? Like, you can totally go and just do it yourself if you want to. And that's great. Like, but I'm going to be having my first beginners course. And I'm really excited about this, you guys, because the thing is you're going to learn more, but you're also going to be practicing, okay? You are going to be actually starting to practice via simulator. So you're going to be practicing via simulator first before you put real money into a stock. Now, I did not practice this way when I first started. I jumped right into it. And however, I want this to be a good experience for you in a way where, if you have some, like, I want you to get a feel for it. I think this is really beneficial, and I would recommend to anybody getting started and beginning their journey that they do practice this way. So what we're going to be doing inside of this course, it's 6 weeks. So the first couple of weeks, we're going to be implementing some breathwork techniques. We're going to be diving more into the mindset of behind trader psychology. Trader psychology, it's its own field in itself, right? So it's going to be energetics, it's going to be mindset, it's going to be breath work. So you're releasing any kind of like resistance to to any kind of money stuff, right? Like money fears, money worries, and really grounding into a higher level of abundance and flow and freedom when it comes to money. And then week 3, we're going to start. I'm going to show you how to do the simulation. So you're going to be trading, but it's not going to be real money. All right. So I am going to be alerting you on things that I'm getting into, and I'm going to be supporting you and guiding you through that in this course. And then in weeks 5 and 6, you're going to actually start trading. Now, like I said, you don't have to do it every single day. You get to do it whenever you want to do it. Like I am going to guide you and send you, like I'm going to alert you and I'm going to send the guidance and you get to take it at your own pace and you get to do this your own way. All right. I'll be there to support you through the process. Um, and this is of course a beta level course. So I have not done a course yet before. So that is why I am doing a really great deal. And if you join within the next 24 hours, you're going to save $111. So that is $444. And you can also do two payment plans of 222. Now, knowing that I believe that you will make all of this money back and more. Now, I am, of course, disclaimer, right? Like trading is risky. Like, it's going to depend on your willingness to receive the guidance and to implement and things like that, and that's going to depend on what results you get, of course. But just knowing that I have, since starting, I have profited over $5,000 and I am not stopping there. Like I am expanding. I am excited about this. I love it. I think it's really, really valuable skill set to have. And I'm going to be continuing to learn. I'm going to be continuing to do my research and my due diligence so I can support you to the best of my ability and that I show up 110% for my clients, for my courses. And I believe that you're going to find tons of value, way more than the price here by being part of this experience. I don't have all of the landing page done yet. It's been a busy week. I have a 5K tomorrow with my son. However, I've got some of it done and I will get it done this weekend. So I'm going to be, releasing that on Monday. That's why I'm doing this special 24-hour deal that you can get in at that pre-sale price. So then afterwards on Monday, starting early bird is going to be 555 and then full pricing is going to be 777. We're going to start on Wednesday, May 15th. The way the program is going to be led, it's going to be on Zoom once a week. We're going to go through the learning, the education, like questions, pretty much what we did today. And you're going to be able to receive support as well. Like there's going to be space if you have questions, if you want support on anything, that's going to be what we'll be doing. And then we'll have a Discord. So I will have it set up on Discord, and that's where when you are trading, you will be receiving the guidance in there. So that will be, that's where that will be. And then of course we'll have, tons of opportunity for community and support and things like that. And then also I want to say that somebody here is going to save an additional $111 if so there are a few requirements. So, and also knowing that if you join within the next 24 hours for that 444 and then you are the person that wins the additional $111 off, so that would make it 333, that I will refund you that that $111, just knowing that. Okay, so I want to, if you have a testimonial of what you enjoyed here today, what you learned, something that you're excited about, well, I would love to receive that. So if you write me a testimonial of this masterclass, and then also just send that to me via private messenger would be fine. I'm wanting to gather, of course, more testimonials and things like that so I can build this experience out. And if you are wanting to move forward, then I would love to have you inside of Fast Trading. I'm going to be sharing the links, so the PayPal links and my referral links in the community that you are part of, the Feel Good Trading community. I will be sharing those right after we get off the right after we get off the masterclass. And then the landing page, and that will be coming out on Monday. So does anybody have any other questions? Oh, how do you know it will go back up? Um, so it is a combination of educated intuition. So intuition and also the watching the stocks. So watching the pattern, and you will know right away, because you will know pretty much when it is reversing, because it will just continue to go down and it won't meet the support level. Like it will just completely, it will just not meet the support, and it'll just keep going down. So then it's like, okay, or back up, same thing with back up. You will know because it will break above that resistance level, and then it may like dip a little bit, but it will keep going in that direction, and you'll see the real body of the candlestick growing literally right in front of your eyes. It's really cool. Right now, so how much time do I spend? It varies. So this morning I actually did not do pre-market. I did a few trades once market opened. Today I've only spent about an hour trading. Other days it's 2 to 3 hours. Other days it's like I take the day off. I'm like, I'm not going to trade today. And then there have been times when I have been trading more because I really enjoy it. So there have been times when I play pre-market for a couple of hours, and then I play for about an hour when I get back home. And then I'll possibly play another hour. You know what I mean? Like it really does vary. Like there's times when I spend 1 hour, and then there's times when I spend 4 hours, or yeah, there's been times when I've spent probably 5 hours, because not because I needed to do that, but just because I was having fun and because I wanted to be doing that. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to spend that much time at all, really. And you could even set it, you could even be like, all right, I want to start trading on Mondays, or Mondays and Thursdays, right? You can kind of like create your own schedule around it. Like that's what's so great about it, is it's so flexible. And there's opportunities throughout each trading session. Wonderful. Well, if there is no other questions, we will be ending this masterclass. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you inside Fast Trading. Reach out privately if you have any other questions, and I will be sharing those links and in the group if you want to jump in and save that $111. And then if you send me that testimonial, I'm going to put your name in a drawing, and I will be drawing that on Sunday. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day too. I'm going to stop the recording. Do 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 do.